Welcome to Beyond the Surface. Please like this video and subscribe to Beyond the Surface. Let's begin. It started with a single sentence. I'm going out tonight. I might not be back until tomorrow. She said it casually, as if she were mentioning a late meeting or a quick grocery run. Buttering her toast, scrolling through her phone, she barely looked up. There was no hesitation, no guilt, no second thought. I paused, my coffee mug hovering just before my lips. My gaze found hers, searching. What? My voice was too calm, dangerously so. She took a bite of her toast, nonchalant, arrogant. I said, I'm going out tonight. Finally, she met my eyes, bold and unchallenged. I don't know when I'll be back. Maybe tomorrow. It was the maybe that did it, that smug little afterthought, thrown in as if I was supposed to simply accept it. Before I could even react, she continued, as if this was a rational discussion between two adults. Look, it's not about you. It's about me. I've been thinking. I got married too young. I never really got to explore. It's unfair to spend a lifetime with just one person when there's so much out there. Society forces us into these rigid expectations. It's unnatural, she sighed, playing the victim, the woman who had everything, a husband who adored her, a stable life most could only dream of, was standing before me, justifying her betrayal as a journey of personal growth. I set my mug down, my fingers steady despite the storm brewing inside me. So, you're telling me to my face that you're going to sleep with another man? She flinched, just a little, before quickly recovering, her expression morphing into one of annoyance, as if I was the one being unreasonable. It's not about sex. Cut the bullshit. My voice was sharp, slicing through the last remnants of pretense. For the first time, her confidence wavered. She swallowed, then sighed. Fine. Yes. I want to sleep with someone else. I need to. I need to know what it's like before it's too late. Then, almost pleading, but listen, it doesn't change anything between us. If anything, it'll make our marriage stronger. I'll be a better wife, more passionate, more devoted to you. She actually believed the nonsense pouring from her lips. That was when I realized just how far gone she was. She thought she had me figured out, thought I would argue, maybe get upset, but ultimately accept it. She had no idea what was coming. I took a deep breath, letting the moment stretch, letting her believe she was winning. Then I spoke. I'd rather not. Her smirk faded. What? I leaned back in my chair, calm, unaffected. I'd rather not let my wife sleep with another man. Her eyes narrowed. She didn't like that. She expected anger, desperation, jealousy. Instead, she got cold indifference. You don't have a choice, she snapped, her voice sharper now. I smiled. Then neither do you. And just like that, the first crack appeared in her armor. She left that night, just as she had planned. But while she was gone, I got to work. I didn't drink myself into a stupor. I didn't sit in bed crying over the woman who had thrown everything away. No, I planned. Step 1, destroy her safety net. Joint accounts? Frozen. Credit cards? Canceled. Savings? Drained. The house? Legally mine. The car? Registered under my name. By the time she came home, she would have nothing. Step 2, let her think she still has control. I didn't text. I didn't call. I didn't ask where she was. I gave her exactly what she wanted, freedom. Let her enjoy the night, because it would be her last. Sunday evening, she strolled in like she owned the place. Hair a mess, lipstick smudged, dark circles under her eyes. She was exhausted but smug. Hey, she greeted casually, dropping her bag by the door. Guess I lost track of time. I didn't respond. I was at the grill, tending to a perfectly cooked ribeye. The rich, mouth-watering scent filled the air. She walked closer, her gaze drifting to the food. Would you mind cooking one for me? She asked with a small smile. I turned my head, letting her see the coldness in my eyes. Then, with deliberate precision, I spoke the words that would haunt her forever. "I'd rather not." She blinked. Her face fell. And in that moment, she knew. I wasn't the one trapped. She was. The reckoning. It unfolded exactly as I had planned. The first wave of panic hit when she tried to buy something online. Declined, then the realization. Her accounts were empty. By the time she stormed into the living room, she was unraveling. "Did you cancel my cards?" I didn't look up from my book. "You don't have cards." Her face paled. "Where's my money?" I turned the page. "Gone." She staggered back. "You froze my accounts?" "I'd rather not pay for your little adventures." Her breath hitched. You can't do that. That's illegal." "No, it's not." Realization dawned. The prenup she had forgotten. She had signed away everything to prove she wasn't after my money. She had just admitted to cheating. And now, she had nothing. She collapsed onto her knees, whispering, "I made a mistake." I stood, towering over her. She looked up at me, eyes wet with tears. "I love you," she choked out. "Please, just give me a chance to make this right." I crouched down, tilting my head. Then I whispered the words that sealed her fate. "I'd rather not." That night, she packed her bags. She had no choice. No money. No home. No life. I watched from the doorway as she stood outside, lost, broken. "Where will I go?" she whispered. I shrugged. "Not my problem." Her eyes filled with tears. She opened her mouth, then closed it. And without another word, she turned and walked into the night. And I closed the door. For good.